What's it like for you to be back in Chicago, man? You know, look, this is my baby. This is my job. But outside of this, occasionally I dabble in Chicago sports as a broadcaster as well. You made that your home here for 8 years doing that.
Man.
So first, what's it like to be back in Chicago? I want to ask you.
I can tell you, every time I get on a plane, I'm coming back to Chicago. As we start to get close, and you see the skyline, I'm looking out the window. I feel like a little kid getting ready to head over to the circus. It's so good to be back. I love this city. I love the people. I love the architecture. I love the town, the river, the food, the theater. It just has it all. Yeah. This is the coolest and hottest city on the planet.
When you leave, you forget how great it is here.
Yeah.
Specifically food and that beautiful skyline. When I go to other cities, man, that skyline is something else.
And the people, you know, that Midwest vibe. You know, when I came here back in 1991, I was a new kid in town doing sports. Yeah. And people here, the community, just embraced me from day one. And I'm just so thankful that I had a chance to do that and still have this connection with all these people here. So thank all of you guys.
So I got to peel back the curtain a little bit here.
Okay, here we go.
Usually when we come into the studio, it's 6 a.m. You know, we've been here for a couple hours.
Sure.
Sometimes we're a little tired. We need our coffee in the morning, give us that jolt.
Okay.
So I'm walking in about 5:45 today. I didn't eat my coffee because I saw the most striking couple walking down.
Yeah.
You brought your beautiful wife. Did you bring your family along for this trip? I was like, whoa.
You know what? I brought my beautiful wife, Milan. She's here, and again, she raised my right there. There she is. Hi, babe.
Somebody better looking than John in this studio.
It's like too much pretty at one time.
It's
like a little bit.
My wife is better looking than me, smarter than me, wiser than me, so I'm a lucky dog.
That makes you wise because you identify all that stuff.
How many children do you all have?
We have a starting lineup for a basketball team. We have 5.
Oh my God.
We have 5.
Oh,
9 years old.
Girl, you look good.
2-year-old twin boys.
Good.
Yeah,
That's
Lola
amazing.
Cruz,
She's so pretty.
Mila, Wes, and Cage.
So John, one of the things people do not know about you, and I didn't know this till pretty recently, is obviously you're great on TV. Obviously you're great here for 8 years covering the Bulls, 6 championships. But you're an athlete yourself, man. You're running back at the University of Nebraska.
Man,
you even played at a time in the NFL with the Denver Broncos. How much is sports a part of your DNA?
You know, it's again, I played way back when they wore leather helmets, so it's been a while. It's been a while. Just get that out there. But I grew up in Lincoln, Nebraska, with the University of Nebraska, and that was everything. So football and sports in general, big part of my life. But it's the work ethic. You know, I love sports. It's entertaining. I was happy to cover the Bulls here, 1991 through 98, 6 championships in 8 years.
It's unbelievable.
Front row seat. Yeah, it was
that's an experience most sports broadcasters don't get. Michael Jordan
sitting
6
there,
titles.
I'm like, they're paying me to be front row and hang out with Michael Jordan. I did a show with Dennis Rodman.
What was that like? You got to tell us real quick. What was that like?
I can tell you, Dennis Rodman. He's crazy in many ways, but he's brilliant like a fox. But there's for 2 seasons we had him on for a half hour every Sunday night during basketball.
Oh, wow.
And
he showed up every.
It was. Not always, no. He didn't. He'd end up having sushi and sake and not make it over. But it was unpredictable. He always knew how to push it right up to the limit, and so we just had a party. Some of the most fun I've ever had in television.
He has a connection to Oprah, so she kind of discovered you and put you on this national stage, huh?
A long time ago, yeah. When I first started doing sports,
look at a young John right there.
High top fade,
with the double-breasted suit.
That's right.
Looking good.
What happened was I was doing sports here in town. I get a call from Oprah and her team saying, hey, we know you're the new guy here in town. Oprah's doing a special show called Dream Blind Dates. She's setting up a lot of her friends and celebrities with different people that she thinks she'd match with. She'd love to have you on. You know, would you like to come on? I was like, well, it's Oprah Winfrey. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
So of course I did, but I was actually dating somebody at the time. So I called my girlfriend, and she was a model here in town. She was like, hey, you'd be foolish. You got to go on this.
Yeah.
It's good for the brand. I'm thinking, okay, if you say so. Long story short, go on the show. She introduces all of her friends to each other. And she goes, and I got a special one here at the end. There's this guy doing sports here in town named Jon Kelley, and I wanted to hook him up with my friend Madronica. John, come on out. Boom, I come running out.
Your run was great. You came out like
right.
That's a little Barack Obama run you got going on there.
As long as it's not the mom gene. But so I come out and I meet her, and Oprah's like, so what do you think? And I'm like, your taste in women's exquisite. And she goes, I think I did a good job. So you too, blah, blah, blah. So after the show, we're supposed to have a date.
Yeah.
Oprah was taking us all out. She had a restaurant at the time. And so she was saying, no pressure. I'm just going to set you all up for lunch. And so we were supposed to go out, but I had to work. I was the weekend sports anchor. So I had to go straight into work. So I said, Madronica, let's exchange numbers. I'll take you out another time. Fast forward a week, she finds out that I've been dating somebody. She was a little bit upset, apparently. And again, Madronica apologized, but she said, hey, I don't think we should go.
Madronica, sorry.
Madronica,
sorry.
don't act
So
like
we
that.
never had the date, but I still to this day, that was back in the 90s.
You
People come up to me to this day and say, how did it work out with you and Madronica?
Really?
I said, I married Milan.
And he did a lot better. I can attest to that one. But it looked like you also reunited with Oprah. That looked like a later on
Yeah,
picture.
that was
with
when
you
I
guys.
worked with Extra. So then, fast forward to, 15, 20 years when I was at Extra, and we interviewed Oprah on her 20th anniversary on her set here in town. And as we were talking about it, she brings it up, and she was like, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, I remember when you came on, and I thought this and that. And she goes, I know it didn't work out with you and Madronica, but she goes, I get that. She goes, I acted like I was mad at you, but I wasn't.
Oprah was hung up on you. I think she wants you to be a younger Stedman.
No. She's been so good to me from day one. She's taken me under her wing. Always been a pleasure. So I feel fortunate.
Can you pass
Do you have her cell phone number?
Can you hook us up?
Yeah, do you have her cell phone number?
Wow, yeah,
Can you text her?
it's not like I'm hanging out with Oprah and Stedman.
Tell her we said hi.
Yeah, I shall do that.